Hey, that's a Lotus. Good to see you, Matthew. Lee is loving the cold. Kira is ready for the cold. And yeah, bundle up. Here we go. Let me get that just a little lower. Good to see you. Happy Thursday night. Bill Taylor here, Ken's 5 Digital Center, and the winds are picking up. In fact, we've already got this front showing itself in south central Texas. So let's see current wind gusts. Okay, first off, is going to be the winter weather advisory. So the good news is when the National Weather Service said, you know, instead of a winter weather watch until 6 a.m. Friday, beginning at 3 a.m. until 6 a.m. Friday is now a winter weather advisory. That's good news because that means there's less of a chance of some big problems. See, because we have an advisory, then a watch, then a warning, okay, as far as how it goes up that tier in severity and impact. So considering the fact that National Weather Service meteorologists feel it'll be less of an impact, they lowered it from a watch to an advisory. Time frame has not changed. Counties have not changed. And then a freeze warning for deep South Texas, as you see the freeze warning counties. Okay, there they go. Look at this. The gusts right now are 33 in San Antonio, 30 at New Braunfels, 29 at Fredericksburg, 28 at Gonzales, 24 at Uvalde. So San Antonio's got the gustiest, if that's a word, winds right now across the area. And you can see where it just cuts off. Central Atascosa County to Karnes County. A distinct line of demarcation on those wind gusts. Maybe, Laura. I think it's going to be more sleet than snow. Hot Mama Tequila. Mac is getting crazy on a Wednesday. Come on now. What's going on, Mark? Bill Taylor, hardest working. Oh, come on, Pete. I love it. Oh, did you hear that? Thank you. Yeah, I'll be on tomorrow. Oh, they already teased that? Saying that I'll be on tomorrow morning? Cool. Hey, Gabriella. You know, it's not a bad idea. I think tomorrow night, you know, we'll get into the 20s on Friday morning, Saturday morning, low 30s on Sunday morning. No, not in Corpus Christi. Howdy. What's going on, Kathy? What's it going to be like at 7? I'm going to show you. It's going to be very cold and very windy. I can tell you that much at least. Let me remind everyone it's Wednesday night, not Thursday night. Right, Jeremy, thank you. Yes, it is, Pete. Hawaiian shirts and long johns. Yeah, there you go, Willie. Exactly. That's a good combination, isn't it? Yes, it will, D. All day tomorrow, we're going to be in the cold. Let me just show you tomorrow's forecast in a nutshell. Cold, windy, temperatures low to mid 30s, wind chills in the 20s all day long. This is optimistic. 36 and 37, optimistic. We could be hitting those kind of numbers of like 38 or 39 early in the morning, say up until about 7, maybe 8, and then temperatures will go down in the afternoon and just steadily, you know, be steady in about that mid-30 range. The best chance of seeing some sleet mixed in with light rain is going to be in the early afternoon. We could see a little bit mid-morning, 10 to 20% chance, but that 2 to 4 o'clock, that's going to be the best opportunity. But the models have really backed off on the amount of accumulation and accumulation at all in the city. But even the amount of accumulation expected early on, like last night and early today, computer runs, we're saying there would be a pretty good pocket of accumulation over the hill country. That has kind of really backed down a bit. So that's good news. Yolanda, Corpus Christi, not sure. Cold and windy, but in the front will be there. In Medina, yeah, there's a better chance of snow there, Alicia. We'll take a look at the future model. In fact, we're going to look at 2 of them, okay? I'm going to show you one that did a very good job with the February storm of last year. And then the other, I mean, these are the 2, you know, best models to look at in this situation. The second one was very robust in the coverage area. The second one, and they totally disagree with each other, and that's what's interesting. All right. Probably not, Miriam. Probably not going to be snow. It's more or less a better chance of sleet than snow. Yeah, so winds. I want to show you this. Look at this. All the way through tonight and tomorrow, winds will be sustained between 15 and 20 miles per hour. And then the wind gusts are going to stay upwards of about 30 to 35 through tomorrow evening. I think it'll be, we can see there's 27 still at 4 o'clock, and we finally get it under 20 tomorrow night. So it will be a full day of high winds. I want to show you the storms that we saw earlier today. First, a pretty good wide picture. Severe day of storms near Houston. This is the tail end of it that goes southwest towards Hallettsville earlier today, even almost Cuero. And this was right along the cold, right out ahead of the cold front typically, but in a little outflow boundary ahead of the front, firing up some very strong thunderstorms all day today. And some of these producing winds between 40 and 50, as well as a little penny-sized hail from earlier reports. This is as close as they got. Let me just back this up a couple more hours, and then you'll see that it was right near over Hallettsville and Cuero, and then they kind of pulled off to the east towards Wharton and Bay City. But then you can also look at the left side of your screen. You can actually see the front moving through right there. Well, that's actually like a little outflow right there of the frontal boundary. All right, let's take a look now at future radar. So we shouldn't see any moisture for the remainder of this evening. In fact, as I zoom out, you can see that it's really just out along that front, out ahead of that front, that some storms will continue to push towards the coast. They will not make it to Corpus Christi in some spots that way. These will more or less go east more than south. But our best chance of rain comes in when a disturbance rolls in from the west behind the cold front. So the cold front's going to come through first. The Arctic air is going to plunge in. And then we're going to have an upper level disturbance move in from the west, and that's when our chances of precipitation really go up. And that's, again, going to be on Thursday morning and then again on Thursday afternoon. So let's step through this. Hey, Helen. Laura made it to Cuero. Lots of thunder and good downpours. I bet. In fact, you could see in the east to southeast sky from San Antonio, you could see the lightning for sure. Because remember, those storm tops are running at about 50,000 feet. Easy to see from miles away. All right, so here we go, 4:30 in the morning. Now this is the first of the two models we want to look at, okay? This is first called the HER, which is a rapid refresh model. It comes out every hour, it's updated, okay? And it's showing us a pretty good amount of snow. Look at this, Rock Springs, Camp Wood, Kerrville, Mountain Home, up to Fredericksburg, all our hill country communities. Then a little bit of sleet mixed in with rain and snow for Bandera, Medina. But nothing in San Antonio at 4:30 in the morning, okay? Then it gets a little more widespread sleet at 5 a.m. There's some pretty good snow there east of Comfort. Rock Springs looks to get that sleet, and then it picks up again pretty good at 8 in the morning. But notice that it's really confined to the hill country with a few sprinkles, light rain showers near Pleasanton, Floresville at 9:30 in the morning. Jade is digging it. So why are none of the apps and Weather Channel show that it will be freezing tomorrow? Oh, because it won't go down below 32 during the day tomorrow. It'll feel like it. Wind chills will be in the 20s. In fact, we're going to take a look at, we'll look at future wind chills in a second. All right, so there's a pocket of sleet over Bernie and up to Canyon Lake. This is 11:30 in the morning, Kerrville. And then notice we start seeing some develop at Uvalde, Pearsall, and then that really grows at 1 in the afternoon, 2 o'clock. This is why, again, chances get a little bit better in the early afternoon tomorrow. Notice temperatures, low to mid-30s, more snow around Kerrville. Again, this is the very robust version. Wait till you see the difference on the other model. And keep in mind, this is just one opinion, okay? Now by 9 o'clock, you can see that all the moisture is gone, except there's another surge, 4:30 in the morning Friday. A lot to the south. That's going to be a little bit of snow flurries from Eagle Pass to Carrizo Springs and sleet in Cotulla and George West. What? That would be something else. Friday morning to see that kind of precipitation to our south. That would be crazy. So that lasts, look at that snow, 7, 8 in the morning Friday. That's interesting, right? That's snow right on top of San Antonio Friday morning. One little pocket of that moisture. That would be something else. So there's one version. That's the model that shows what I would call the most we could see, okay? Now let me give you an idea of the second opinion, if you will. And this is the model that did an incredible job with February's storm. Protect your pets. Yes, Jacqueline, absolutely. And don't forget people. People, pets, plants, and pipes. Our 4 Ps in effect from now till Sunday. Because even Saturday night, temperatures will get down to a light freeze in the city and metro. It'll be close though. 18 in Colorado Springs. Hey, Katrina, but it feels like 6. Oh, that is bitter. Bitter, bitter, bitter. Take the netting off the trampoline, stripped off by the last winds. Yeah, that's a good idea. Those go airborne quick. Paul, it'll be under a quarter of an inch. I mean, we're not expecting accumulation at all, actually. I mean, it just really won't be much. Okay, speaking of, pardon me. Now, between the two models, this is the second one, and this is called the IBM. So the IBM graph model is going to show you that it does not think we see as much. Look at 9/9/30. Compare and contrast to what we just looked at a moment ago. Light sleet and a few snow flurries across Rock Springs, Kerrville, and there's some sleet in San Antonio, but that's not until the noon hour tomorrow. And then it picks up in the early afternoon. I mean, I'll call them sleet showers, and they're out by 3, 4 o'clock, and that's it. And then look at that, completely dry through Friday. I wish they had a little bit more consensus and they agreed with each other a little bit more. But between the two, I'd have to lean towards that second opinion. And it's mainly because that model performed so well. Of course, that was a year ago, but still. But, you know, here's the thing. I mean, the meteorologists at the National Weather Service, we have one of the best offices in the country in New Braunfels. Paul Ure and his team over there. Paul Ure is the warning meteorologist and a friend. And they do a phenomenal job. And that they had to be leaning in to the IBM and that thinking because, again, they went from a winter weather watch and they downgraded it to an advisory. I do. I think it's okay. Graves up foodie. I like that. I don't see the icing in San Antonio. It just does not look to be a big issue, that we're going to have very hazardous conditions in the city. We might see a few sleet showers, yes. Maybe a few snow flurries, yes. But as far as accumulation and causing major issues and having a huge impact on the city, it just doesn't appear that's going to happen tomorrow. It's going to be very cold. It's going to be very windy. But in anticipation of an overabundance of caution, almost every school district in San Antonio is closed tomorrow. And that includes offices. In fact, I think it'd be easier to say which districts are open tomorrow. David, what is every district closed tomorrow? I know the bigs are.
Off the top of my head, Bernie ISD has told us, the only one that's told us that at this point they're planning on.
So Bernie, as of now, is the only district that we know of that is open. Everything's normal in Bernie, but North Side, Northeast, Somerset, East Central, Harlandale, South San, right? San Antonio, all of them.
Southside just announced a few minutes ago.
Southside just did, okay. Have we heard from private schools? I know, no, it's all right.
Premier High School?
I don't know about Premier, is that?
Public schools, St. Mary's Hall.
St. Mary's Hall is a private school, they're closed?
Southwest Prep.
Southwest Prep is closed. So you think that Medina will be more susceptible? Not necessarily. I mean, yes, more than San Antonio, absolutely. But it won't be, you know, in fact, I will say this. If there's going to be accumulation, if there's going to be some bridges and overpasses you got to be alert of and more cautious around, it's going to be hill country. It's going to be hill country because it looks like there'll be a little bit more moisture up there. And, of course, temperatures will be a little bit colder to get stuff to freeze and accumulate up there. But see, because we've been in the mid to upper 70s, even low 80s, it's a real help if you have those kind of temperatures going into this kind of an event. You know, that you don't see accumulation because the ground is just too warm. And like I said, it's not going to even go below Hey, Dina Davis, what's happening? School of Science and Technology is closed too. Thank you, Valerie. Do you have that one? School of Science and Technology. There's several campuses around town. Did you guys hear about Kerrville?
Maybe it's because
Getting a question about Kerrville. Alamo Heights ISD, Pete says they're open.
I haven't heard from Kerrville.
What about Heights? Alamo Heights?
They have not told us. It's not on our list, so they have not told us.
Now Monica says Alamo Heights is closed,
Oh.
but Pete says they're open. So we don't know. Atonement Academy is closed. Thank you, Terry.
No, you're right. Yep, Alamo Heights will be closed tomorrow.
Alamo Heights closed tomorrow. That's official. Bill, how's it looking for us here in Marion? No, not tonight. I wouldn't worry about the faucets tonight. So in the city, notice that at 410 and 281, we're still at 64, but look at those north winds, 22 miles an hour, and the gusts are going over 30 right now. So very windy outside right now. Future, yeah, that's what it was. Future feels like. Let me find that and show you what the wind chills will be tomorrow. There we go. I need to move this up. Oh boy. Let's just do this. Okay, the future feels like for Thursday. Oh, mama. Wait a minute. 16, 18, at 6 in the morning, it's going to feel like 24 in San Antonio. Low 20s, up to 28 by tomorrow night at this time. That's the best we're going to do, guys. It'll feel like low to mid 20s all day tomorrow. Brutal. Why not? So I can move this up there. Antonian College Prep has just sent out a text notifying parents school is closed. Okay, Gordon tells us Antonian just closed. That's a private school that they just received an email that they closed.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Gordon. Appreciate you. No, NISD, everything's open on Friday to our knowledge. It's just tomorrow. In Bastrop, it certainly will help. The fire has been contained in Bastrop, guys? Do we know?
58% contained.
58, thank you, Julie. 58% contained. These winds won't help, that's for sure, and there's not going to be a ton of moisture. That's the other part, by the way. Because the winds are so strong, you have a lot of trouble. Ice just doesn't accumulate when it's too windy. Things dry out very fast. Very fast. Let's put this, boy, we got to make sure that gets on the air tonight. Judson ISD is closed. Yes, SAISD is closed. All right, so cold is pouring in as we speak. I'm trying to, let me find, let's see, these temperatures right here. Okay, there it is, 46 Fredericksburg. Boy, you can see the difference, right? 50 in Kerrville, 64 here, 69 Beeville, 70 Victoria. So all these temperatures will plummet overnight, and then we'll hover right around 40 for sunrise. We won't go down below freezing tonight. We'll hover right around 40 for sunrise, and that'll probably be the warmest temperature of the day. And then the rest of the day, mid-30s, and we just looked at the wind chills, mid-20s, low to mid-20s all day. Alicia, I don't see any accumulation in the city. I just don't see it happening. Maybe an isolated spot on a bridge or an overpass to watch out for, but the city did a phenomenal job of getting out and de-icing, and then with the winds and with the, lack of good surface cold for, a couple days going into this, I don't think we're gonna deal with accumulation here of any ice. I just don't think so. Now the real question, Whataburger. Guys, the real question, Whataburger's open, correct? Always. I'm not hearing anything different. Whataburger, full steam ahead. I-35 from San Antonio to New Braunfels. Good question, Alma. Should be fine. Not expecting any icing. Just going to be very cold and windy. 7-day forecast is up. Cold, windy, rain, and sleet tomorrow, okay? Maybe a few snow flurries. Chance is still running 50%. Best chance in San Antonio still looks like the early afternoon. Then that slight chance, 30%, is going to be overnight into Friday morning. That's going to include Friday morning up until about 9 or 10 a.m. Then we should be dried out for a while. Well, till Monday. Really not too long at all before we have a good chance again. And those will be scattered showers. We won't see anything frozen. Temperatures will be too warm. Glad it don't work tomorrow. Oh, that's nice. Yeah. I mean, it is going to be a little bit easier. Keep the roads, less occupied, if you will. Waiting on Medina Valley ISD. We have not. Did we hear about them, guys? Medina Valley ISD, Castroville?
We have not.
Okay, thank you. You're welcome, Drew. Canyon Lake, what about it? I think you'll definitely see some sleet, but no accumulation expected. Maybe a few flurries. Cuero is open. Thanks, Doreen. Bulverde should be, just what you're seeing. I mean, Bulverde is not going to be much different than what we're forecasting in the city. Look at the Friday morning, Saturday morning, 20s, and that's air temperature. So please take every precaution. There's a very strong cold front. It's going to be bitter cold tomorrow. Patrick's looking forward to it. Cold temps make me not feel cooking right. Exactly, Cindy. Just want to stay under the covers. Hey, Gina, not ready for the cold. Sorry. No, Julian, I think 37, closer to the warmest temperature of the day. We might hit our high tomorrow in those morning hours of 5:30 to 6 a.m., honestly. But definitely above freezing. Hey, Stacy Poole, what's happening? Oh, Waco, at least I really have no idea. I'm sorry. Just too far out of my jurisdiction. Abel, this is Texas. San Antonio, Texas, brother. Medina Valley and Lytle, always at the oh, really? Any snow or sleet towards Wharton on Friday? Probably Friday morning, Ivana. Probably Friday morning there's a chance of snow and sleet there. Because the moisture is going to hang on for the eastern counties even through Friday morning. That's why we'll have a 30% chance here, and it goes up as you move towards Houston. Cold like my heart. Right, Arthur, man. I'm sorry, brother. That was a tough loss. Yeah, Melissa, that's so true. I'm glad for you, because I'll tell you, it'd be nice to stay home tomorrow, that's for sure. I like that we're getting the return on the rain chance as fast as we are, because we need it. I mean, we are in drought condition, and the drought just continues to widen. Benita's ready for the chili. It's more so the driving conditions, not the degrees. Right, but the driving conditions are going to be fine. I really don't think we're going to have a problem. That's why we're talking more about temperatures. All Alamo colleges are canceled. Remote and online learning for them. Canyon Lake, about what you're seeing. A few degrees colder, especially Friday afternoon, Saturday afternoon. Won't hit those kind of highs. Waffle House, if we had a Waffle House, it would be open tomorrow 100%. Man, we got to have a Waffle House. That would be the truth right there. We could all go get some smothered and covered and hot coffee and be in great shape. Have not, okay, let me ask have we heard anything about Seguin or Fair Oaks? Or can my husband cover them when he gets home at 3 a.m.? He can do that, Rebecca. It'll be awfully windy and a little chilly, but yeah, it'll be above freezing tonight and tomorrow. I don't know that you have to cover your pipes. Remember, wind chills don't affect pipes. They do affect pets, and they, of course, affect people, but don't worry about pipes tonight. You really don't have to worry about pipes tonight. Tomorrow night, and we're gonna be above freezing. Overnight tonight, during the day tomorrow, but not by much. Not by much. And we won't feel like it. Wind chill will be in the 20s. All right, I got to get ready for the really big show. So here's your 7-day forecast, guys. Should I turn off my sprinkler system? Yes, absolutely. Turn it off, 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 off. You don't want sprinklers going. Man, yeah, definitely. Please. God bless y'all. Stay safe. We got team coverage, okay? Tomorrow morning, bright and early, we're going to have meteorologist Marina Newman joining Paul Morellis. And then in the afternoon, Ryan Shoptaw joining me. We got the whole KENS 5 weather staff ready to go. Jeremy Baker is going to be in as well. So we're all ready for this. Keep you ahead of the storm. Keep you safe in these kind of conditions. Make sure you got the KENS 5 app. Make sure your phones are charged. ABC, always be charging, because we'll be on here on Facebook probably starting about 4 a.m. tomorrow, just to give you a heads up on what's coming. And then our Eyewitness Newscast begins at 4:30 with, again, team coverage, okay? So make sure you stay tuned to KENS 5 on all platforms. Love you all. Have a wonderful evening. God bless you. And again, stay safe.